Hey guys, hope everyone's well. Welcome to part of my video, my list for my attempts to support Asian authors and short artists. I hope you'll enjoy it. I normally do these list videos in 3 parts, obviously part 1, part 2 and part 2. Please check out parts 1, which I already made, and part 3, which hopefully will come up after this one. And I always, if not always, do my videos live. So as I say, I hope you'll enjoy the quirky mind of mine and ideas I've got and all that sort of stuff. In my last video, I asked the question, what, if anything, will you do to support Asian authors and stroke artists? And I think I want to repeat the question in this video. What will you do to support, if anything, to support Asian artists or authors, like promote their work or things like that, or just generally support them? And also a question I forgot, which I was going to ask. Oh yeah, please list your favourites, if you have any favourites, authors and Asian authors and stroke artists. It can be one or as many as you can think of. So I welcome that list in the description below. Or if you are an author, an Asian author or and stroke artist yourself, please post any of your work or links to any of your work or whatever in the comments below. Please feel free to do that. This at the moment, like in April, May, June and August, I'm hoping to support projects that support Asia, and July, August and September, I'm hoping to have projects that support people from Indigenous or Native American communities. So to have a different theme, just to mix it up a bit as well, which hopefully will make it more interesting. So anyway, I hope someone out there will find it interesting for as many people as possible, especially from Asian backgrounds, but just generally. Anyway, back to the list. Number 11, I hope to raise all possible awareness of dyslexia, dyspraxia, autism, ADHD, hyperlexia, and all those sorts of special needs, neurodiversity, or learning disabilities, or whatever you want to call it, these conditions, both the positive and negative aspects of them. So where a dyslexic person might struggle academically, or struggle to be understood, or to understand other people, understand instructions, or write, or understand or learn languages. But we also have many strengths, me being dyslexic and dyspraxic myself. So and again, I probably mentioned this before, but dyslexic people can still become authors and certainly artists. One area where you'd expect us to struggle, like, would be because we think in pictures instead of words apparently. Dyslexia means difficulty with language, so you'd expect us to not be able to write as well or become as good writers. But apparently many of the most famous or successful writers in the West, if you like, are dyslexic. I'm not sure about in the East, like in Africa and Asia and places like that, but I think maybe more could be encouraged as well. So I think it'd be good to generally learn about those conditions, and also on that note, perhaps people with autism and dyslexia in Asia being able to use art or find ways to express themselves generally through writing and art, and possibly be given supported to have tips on how they can communicate better just generally as well. Number 12, on that note, I also hope to support people from all different backgrounds in Asia, including women, even young girls, females of all ages, and disadvantaged communities and groups, people from poor backgrounds, from slums and orphanages and things like that, to perhaps in the future try to work on projects that would help those groups to be inspired and motivated to produce their own work, writing and art and things like that. 13, part of me can't really imagine Asian nations being united, because unfortunately I think there's a lot of division in Asian nations, but I hope that I'll be proven wrong in the future. So yeah, I hope I'll be proven wrong and somehow Asian nations will work together more. 14, on that note, I hope to encourage Asian nations and people in Asian nations to work together to solve problems facing both Asia and the rest of the world as well. Excuse me. 15, I hope to encourage Asians, as I say, to have the aspirations to become writers and artists, authors and artists and things like that. And to have those as careers and express themselves and network together and support each other. 16. What if people with dyslexia and autism in Asia could be empowered to become writers and authors, as say, and somehow in the future there could be more dyslexic authors and artists and that sort of thing. Sorry if I'm repeating some of these points, but 17, I also hope to encourage people from Asia to express their imagination through writing and art, as I say, and to create their own stories, like what's called creepypastas or urban legends, as it used to be called, scary stories, basically, and things like that. But also possibly more positive stories as well, or with happy endings in the story as well. So it might be sad or scary, but well, I suppose most stories do have a happy ending at the end of them. So I hope to encourage people from Asia, all over Asia, to do that, maybe even collaborate with each other. 18, I hope for people from Asia to say positive things about, to express through writing and art, positive things about their own country and each other's countries, like people from China and India to say positive things about each other's country, as well as their own. 19, a large part of me can't really imagine there being many dyslexic people being empowered, like including to become writers or that sort of thing in Asia, but I hope I'll be proven wrong in time. And I think it'd be great if I was one of the main people to inspire people with dyslexia in Asia to do well, because there's many examples in the West again, like of dyslexic people doing well, including, as I say, in writing, especially in art as well, and things like that. So I think it'd be great to see that sort of thing in Asia. If people in Asia see that, hopefully they'll see that there's potential in dyslexic people and, again, autistic or other people, although we might struggle in certain areas. And 20, I hope for the older generations, the older people, to pass on what knowledge they have to younger people, so that they can be trained from the youngest possible age. Anyway, I hope that video made sense, and once again, I'd love to hear your views and also any Asian authors or artists that you can think of. Peace and love.